the National Stadium. It's not a full house, but it's 30,000 or so expected. Chichardi was the target. He's wonderful to have as the leader, but he does seem to be the main man. Quiet game so far for Islam Mabed. Sharp. And Shahar just helps it forward. Best ball played in, Morsely. Interception comes in from Safon. Once again has been outstanding. On the line is Zain Ahmad. Was blocked off. Well, an expert hit must be said by Shakil Topu. Sohel. Chamichulme has not really had an influence. Expecting more from the Canadian. The ball now, Shamit. Smaduddin goes down the line. Cover that time from Shah Shahidan. Well, they will have done their homework. Know that there is a long throw expert in Smaduddin. Doesn't quite get it into the penalty spot, but can certainly hit the front of the 6-yard box. And of course, he goes short as a second chance. Says no to a penalty as Fahim went over the challenge from Safwan Baroudin. No VAR, so that will not be reversed. Bangladesh can count themselves very, very unlucky. That one is a foul. Bangladesh, the Bengal Tigers, will not be happy. Have a look at this bottling shot. Safwan is there and he just jumps into a foot of Fahim. Now, the referee was blocked off by 2 players. And perhaps the fact it wasn't a foot or a leg or a lunge, but the upper body that Safwan put into the way of Fahim has brought Singapore a real stroke of fortune. Bangladeshi is in the crowd making a rare old racket to Bangladesh through Hamza Chowdhury there for this free kick. He's just shifted the ball a metre or so. Hamza slides it in. Brilliant clearance then by Irfan. Held back in. Safwan. No real communications. That slides wide from Smaduddin. Well, that first header from Irfan. And he clattered the ball at his own man. Shah Sahira. How about that? When the second ball comes in, actually, I think that Sharp gets a knock from his own player. A deflection there as well. Here's one. Belts it clear. 5 minutes till half time. Singapore 1, Bangladesh 0. Asian Cup qualifier. Singapore unbeaten. Ryan Stewart. Harris Stewart with the only goal for the Lions of Singapore. Adam, natural left-footed player. Sean Shahran has filled in at left back in previous matches. Might have run on for Harris, but he didn't, and it didn't. Spanish coach Javier Cabrera. Harris has done well. Here's Ixon. Hamza scraps, wins the ball back. And Shaw does the same for Singapore. Glenn Nakamura goes outside of him. Glenn takes on his man and eventually finds Gilgan Nakamura. Advantage played, looking for Ixon. A little bit too close to the goalkeeper. First time we've seen Nakamura get free with that splendid left foot on that left-hand side. In the meantime, there's an instant. Actually not. When Glenn was able to release the ball to Gilgan Nakamura. This one will need some treatment. Ouch. It's not hitting. Now in VAR world, and maybe look at that. Good atmosphere. And change required, I think. Glenquer is going to need to come off Ilan Fandi, so all three Fandi boys on the pitch at the same time in just a moment. There's your goal scorer. It's a brothers club, isn't it? Here is the goal. Glenquer involved in that. Keeper only half cleared and just stabbed in from 7 yards. In years to come, it'll be a 30-yard screamer into the top corner. But it's a first international strike for the Utaitani player Harris Stewart. Not such a pleasing moment for Glenquer though. It's not good either for Singapore or for Tampines. Ilan can play in that left-sided role that Glenn's been operating on. Does that comfortably for Goram United, where he's had a precious few starts. So Ilan Fandi comes on. For Greenquare, we hope that's not a serious injury. Little team working hard on that, and it's a throw in for Singapore. Ilan, 24th international appearance. 5 goals in those. He's the youngest of the trio at 23. Of course, no Thai contingent. That's one who was the time. It's the Thais who came down to Singapore to apply their trade. Now, suddenly the Singaporeans go up to Thailand. Top rope. Zayan. Top rope. Just a little too much on that for Morcelin. This one, Dick's little line up to Harris. Slows down very quickly, but has the strength to be able to hold on to the ball, and then Ilan loses his first physical confrontation. This is Foto Fayin, who takes his half the ball at the wrong time. Lucas will bring about that penalty appeal for Bangladesh. This correspondent so very unfortunate not to get. Going to be the first yellow card of the game. It's going against the record holder, the Singapore record caps holder. And again, I don't think Harris Harron can complain too much about that one. He is very, very late on Zayn Ahmed. So yellow card, Harris Harron. Ben Abraham has been very patient, I've got to say. That was a yellow card. Go down. It's done well. Time whistle goes. Singapore glad to see a first international goal for Harris Stewart. Lead by a goal to nil. Cabernet can be happy with this team. They've defended stoutly. They matched the physicality of Bangladesh. And no real shots on goal against Islam Mahmood. A yellow card for the man making his 147th international start, Harris Harron. And maybe a penalty should have been awarded for Foyzo Fasim and Pafaim. But Ben Abraham said no, so Singapore have a clean sheet to celebrate at half-time at the National Stadium in Singapore. It is Singapore leading this Asian Cup qualifier by 1 goal to nil. Half-time highlights of Singapore versus Bangladesh. Singapore already celebrating the fact they'll be in Saudi Arabia. But difficult task against the Bangladesh side, who haven't quite had the results to match their performances so far. This header coming in from Shamit Sharma. The earliest first chance for the visitors, who are being roared on by a sizable contingent in the National Stadium. Singapore, though, they got their first shot on target. Iksan Fandi whose energy personified, just gets on the end of a ball in from Harris Harron. Decent save from Mitchell Marmer. Plenty of power in the shot. Mitchell couldn't hold on to that. And that would be a theme for Mitchell. From Fandy starting a break that led to the goal. Finds Glenn Quir. And Glenn drives towards goal. Strikes straight to the goalkeeper who can't hold on to it. It breaks to Harris Stewart to score his first international goal for Singapore. They'll be cheering that in the valleys of Wales because his father is Welsh, but the heart very much belongs to Singapore. Good work from Glenn, good work from Irfan. It did break for Iksam, but Harris following up in this right forward position that he's got. He's been getting forward an awful lot as Harris Stewart. That's Stewart for getting bodies into the penalty area, but also for the initial break by Irfan. So 1-0 to Singapore. And probably deserved at that stage. The first goal to celebrate for Harris. And that was the only goal of the first half. Singapore looking to complete an unbeaten record in these Asian Cup qualifiers. We'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes' time. But at half-time at the National Stadium, it is the Singapore Lions leading the Bangladesh Bengal Tigers by 1 goal to 0.
I managed to get 66. What about you guys? Let me see you shake it. Let me see you shake it. Give us that shake. Come on, Singapore. You can shake that too. Shake that. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully you guys managed to back as many coins as possible. Once again, we'd like to say a big thank you to Shopee for bringing us this edition of Shopee Shake. Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting your halftime show. Let's make some noise for Iman Thandi!
Baby, I don't want one. Can you come and walk my way? Seeing this one thing, but you can wrap your head around it. I don't really want this, and I won't get your ass like it. Maybe you don't know it, but you gon' see these red balls walking. Tipping on my toes, got you looking anywhere I go. Tipping on my toes, the walk by door, got you wrapped around me. Tipping on my toes, got you looking everywhere I go. Tipping on my toes, the walk by door, got you hooked on me. All night, I can feel your eyes watching all night. Now you ain't friends taking all night. Got you staring like I want you to. Alright, feeling like the girls got it alright. What do you have to lose? It's one night. Are you gonna make the move? Oh, it's one night. I want you to move my body. Go, the time, wine. I want you to take this chance. Oh, come back. I know that you want me lately. Oh, can't you see that you don't have to ask? Tipping on my toes, got you looking everywhere I go. Tipping on my toes, the walk where I know that you're wrapped around me. Tipping on my toes, got you looking everywhere I go. Tipping on my toes, the walk where I know that you're hooked on me. A few taps, now I don't care. I'm looking for some fun tonight. Knowing how to catch, but I don't shit. Looking up it out, then I make good time. Bodies, just till face to face. I'm never gonna play this game. Boy, I got you feeling so bad, so bad. All night, I can feel your eyes switching all night. Now you ain't friends taking all night. Got you staring like I want you to. Alright, feeling like the girls got it alright. Now you ain't gonna lose, it's one night. Boy, are you gonna make the move? Oh, it's one night. I want you to move my body. Go, the time, wine. I want you to take this chance. Oh, come back. I know that you want me lately. Oh, can't you see that you don't have to ask? Tipping on my toes, got you looking everywhere I go. Tipping on my toes, the walk right on, got you wrapped around me. Tipping on my toes, got you looking everywhere. to put down on me.
All right, if you know this next song, I want you guys to sing it with me.
We were born to slay, so let's keep living till it all falls down. Let's close our eyes and let the moment drown the whole world down. We're in this together. Hear our hearts beat together. We stand strong together. We're in this forever. This one's for you. Waving colors flies, we won't surrender, there's no standing down. Love's a playing field, it's full of pillars, we're breaking new ground. We're in this forever. This one's for you. Let's make some noise! We're in this together. Hear our hearts beat together. We stand strong together. We're in this forever. This one's for you. Let's go, Lions!
Singapore, make some noise for Iman Fandi! as we stand by for the second half. Let's see you dancing in your seats. Let's ramp up the volume in here. Make some noise if you're ready for the second half of this match between Singapore and Bangladesh. We want to hear you, Carlo. We want to hear you
Give me that one wet, wet. Give me that Christmas style. Ladies love my style. Yeah, my tip get wild. Get it, my poppin'. We get that drippin' that dropped out. Give me 2 more bottles, 'cause you know it don't stop. Yeah, drink it up, drink it up. Sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk. They be acting like they drunk. Acting like they drunk. With sober girls around me, they be acting like they drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, teams coming up for the second half. Please give it up first up for your team, Singapore. A very warm welcome back to the National Stadium. For those of you watching at home in your comfortable chairs, hope you had a decent break. Let's hope the Singapore Lions have had a decent break as well. They lead by 1-0 in this AFC Cup qualifier against Bangladesh, looking to make it an unbeaten record throughout this campaign. They've already earned themselves a place in the finals in Arabia, January and February of 2027. Historic, that is. Bangladesh, though, they played well enough in the first half to suggest that this match is not over. Singapore leading, courtesy a first international goal for Harris Stewart. And Singapore just about deserving that lead, although they did have a real stroke of fortune when referee Ben Abraham of Australia didn't give what to this correspondent looked to be nailed-on penalty for Faisal Fahim. But no VAR to check his decision, so no change. And no changes either in the personnel of the two teams for this second half. Singapore effectively 4-4-2, going right to left. Good half-time show, good pre-match show. Singapore continue the football show, which is what it's all about. Bangladesh in the white get us underway. Hamza Chowdhury, Leicester City midfield, immediately tries to put a bit of pressure onto Adam Abdullah. Kyoga does well. Nice little flick inside to Sam Fandi, who's been busy. Safwan just pokes it out for a throw-in. Harris Harron is the captain, but Safwan is the organiser at the back alongside Irfan Fandi. A potential long throw. We thought a long throw was coming on in the first half, and Sarduddin took us all by surprise, and he's done exactly the same in this second half. Maybe doesn't have a long throw at all. Instead, he puts a cross in. Jiswan fields comfortably. Not had a lot to do with Iswan Mahmoud. No direct saves. Just has to be careful that he doesn't step back into his own goal. Let me give you the team lineups for Bangladesh. Mama is in goal. Hamza once again is the man who's closing down as well. Back for Sarduddin, number 22, Shakil Topu, Tariq Kazi, Zayan Ahmad, Hamza Chowdhury and Sohail Rana in the heart of midfield. Ahmadul Islam, wide right, Shamit Shona has got license to roam. Faisal Fahim down the left with Sheikh Muslim leading the line. It is Harris Harron. He picked up a yellow card in the first half. And the other change was Ilan Fandi coming on for an injured Lenkwe towards the end of the first half for Singapore. Ryan Stewart over the top. That's not going to run, I don't think, and just does for Singapore. Here's one Mabin in goal. Ryan Stewart, number 3. Irfan Fandi, 17. Safwan Barudim and Adam Abdullah along the back. Harris Harron and Shah Shahiran are the 2 holding midfield with Kyoga Nakamura down the left, Harris Stewart down the right, Iksan Fandi and Ilan Fandi up top. There is Irfan. 10 months' time, these players will be appearing on the big stage in Saudi Arabia. Right to that, a lot of international action as the ASEAN Championship, as the new FIFA ASEAN competition. So Harana drives forward for Bangladesh, gets encouragement. Mosalin out wide, this is Saduddin. Cross comes in from Amadou. Yes, the crowd to get involved for Amadou, and that's exactly what they've done. Again, someone over reading the situation well. Closes down, but it's a corner, 3rd of the match for Bangladesh. Kazi and Chowdhury will be the 2 obvious targets towards the back post. Chowdhury indulging in some still Gunry looks to get the chance in. It's a free kick. Well, there was so much going on off the ball there. Hamza Chowdhury was causing problems for Irfan Fandi, and then he makes the run towards the front post and doesn't quite get the volley in. And in the meantime, Moslin was blocking off Irfan. 1,001 things going on in that penalty area. Chowdhury, the man at the heart of it. He is the go-to man for Javier's team. Shot. And Adam Abdullah. Look for Ilan. Soho loses out. And Stewart does well. Harris. Always neat and tidy. International since 2007. On his 147th international, beating the record of Brown Bennett. Kyoga Nakamura. I think he knew the throw-in had gone against him. A bit of gamesmanship from the Chiba-born Singapore international. Zayan. Good strength. That's good. Faisal Fahim doesn't like the call that he doesn't get. And again, it's just good, strong defending from Irfan Fandi. Shah gets the ball away to Hamza. Soho. This is Fahim. Good safe gloves from Nizam Mahmoud. Faisal Fahim. He's only scored 1 international goal, but he does well here. First touch gives him a chance to get the shot across the goal. Muslim was waiting. There was a problem, and then another chance, that time for Samarana. Once again, he's frustrated with his finishing. Look at the energy that we're getting now from Bangladesh. Commentated on Bangladesh song several times in my career, but seems to be a new energy, a new urge, a new belief in them. That 1-0 victory that they had over India in Dhaka have done wonders for their self-confidence. India themselves maybe going through a wretched time. Still got to beat them. Once they're injured with the last Asian Cup, two Bangladesh have eliminated and Singapore have eliminated. Bangladesh pushed Hong Kong all the way. Slows down. Coolly dealt with. Nice shot. He's got a lot of energy, but it's broken to Harris Stewart, who hit a lovely ball in and just couldn't take it in his stride and goes to the ground and doesn't please Fahamadul Islam. That's the early moment where Islam is closed down. Lovely cool play from Shashira. It's so easy to panic with a high ball and you know you're surrounded by a couple of players. Hamza. Bangladesh certainly trying to create some chances early in this second half. Still Singapore lead by a goal to nil, and then the City Sailor fullback. The strong challenge to deny Shamachome. Good blocking from Iksan. So important for Singapore that all the top players, the Fandi boys, Stewart boys, Safwa, Harris, themselves fit. Right, are we going to see this elusive long throw from Shakil Topu? It is yes, but it's dealt with comfortably at the near post. Michael and Fandi. These two nations don't meet very often on the football field. Just after one qualifier in competitive matches this century. The friendly matches spread throughout the century, both won by Singapore 2-1. Kyoga as well. Just got that little burst of acceleration held away from his man. So long go, and then Harris has to be careful. He's on the yellow card, Harris. Nearly took his man out. Flying in from left back was Zaya. Went for the shot when Fahim was available to his left. That's gone too early. That Harris Stewart had made a wonderful run down the right-hand side. Sorry, Ryan Stewart it was. He was free down the right-hand side. Malaysia 0. Thailand 1, Turkmenistan 0. Thai victory, and they will be joining Singapore on the plane to Riyadh and to Jeddah and to the other venues. That's a little bit short. Milan is there, waiting for support. Adam, good coverage coming in there from Saududin. Time to Brunei 1. All nil Lawan. Maldives beat East Timor 2-1. Sri Lanka beat Chinese Taipei 3-1. Myanmar won 2-1 in Pakistan behind closed doors. Safwan goes back. These are certainly not behind closed doors. It's the 30,000, the anticipated crowd, and it certainly sounds like that. Here's Harris. Good ball. Nakamura. Nice idea. Well read, it must be said, by Mitchell Mama. Just tried to play it across the face of the goal for Iksan Fandi. Once again was lurking. That's good goalkeeping. Then coming the other way. Here's Fahim. Knock up the angle, and Irfan is available this time. The game is just beginning to get stretched as we approach the hour. Shaw glides away and miscommunicates with Irfan. Space down the right-hand side for Hamadou. Well, comfortable take for Islam. Irfan. He's gone down. Chance for the players to get on some liquids. He has had 1 or 2 injury problems over the last couple of seasons, Irfan Fandi. Javier Cabrera, 40-year-old, who has been given time to develop Bangladesh. Hoping the injury to Irfan isn't serious. Well, he's certainly taking the opportunity to get some liquids on board. First we'll fight him. I think he was the man replaced. Who's coming on is Iman Saria. He's more of a centre forward. It might just mean that Sheikh Muslim might take a less central area. It's not the way they've set up. 25-year-old. Another of the Bashangara Kings contingent. Just beyond the hour. Singapore still leading by a goal to 0. His first involvement with them on, but he just drifted into an offside position. Sotorana just finding a little space behind the midfield four. Irfan walking a little gingerly, but hopefully that's not a big problem. Singapore themselves prepare a couple of changes. Nathan Mao, who was brought into the squad very late. Jake Marler, Company's centre-back being prepared. Morsely gives the ball away to Kyoga on the corner. Iksan, Ilan in the middle. Iksan tries to bulldoze his way through. It's the corner of Morsely. West Ham, look at the atmosphere inside the National Stadium. Now it's just around half full. Makes such a difference. Bangladesh fans are certainly making themselves heard as well, but look at Nakamura. It's a chance. Because he knows all about Safwan. Nakamura fizzes one into the near post for Harris Harrod. And Stewart finds Nakamura again. Iksan it was who got up, but the flag is up for offside. Bangladesh got out pretty quickly. It's up to Zayan. That's 31st minute goal from Alex Stewart. Morsely has indeed dropped deeper since the substitution. Australia Emon coming on, all over the top. It's for Ilan. Adam, to be sure with that. Zeman is closing down his one. It's already been caught. Safety first from Islam Mahmoud. On the double change, Nathan Mao, number 7, on for his international debut, the 18-year-old. And Jacob Marler will come on and replace Irfan Fandi. And it's Iksan who comes on for Nathan. And European training camp showing his time with the Young Lions as the teenager. Togo clear. Safwan with the header. Zemon Sharia. Tubbed in, and that's better clearance. Ilan takes the central striker roles. Of those changes. Irfan and Iksan off for Jacob Marler and Nathan Mao. like-for-like replacements. Kamala is back in Singapore. He's another who's had stints abroad. Chowdhury. It was movement ahead of him. Even he's doing the closing down. Sprinting into position. Hamza. Soho. Muslim definitely playing in that more midfield role now as Hamza Chowdhury spins one out wide to Zayn Ahmed. Good by Shalia. Shalia gets the cross in. Hamza on the edge of the penalty area. To Chowdhury. Rana. Hassan. Chowdhury goes down under a challenge from Ryan Stewart. Still in the penalty area. Safwan clears. Nathan Miles' first touch. Doesn't accrue. Harry Stewart onto Ryan. Good strength, good determination. Iran is tugged down. Referee pretty sure saw that one. He was right in front of him, but he hasn't given anything. Now the red and the white. 30,000 is indeed the crowd at the National Stadium, although it's bolstered by plenty of Bangladesh in white. It's good news for Singapore that at last the national team is beginning to just get the imagination going of supporters. It will be tough in Saudi Arabia. Expectation levels have got to be managed, but the sheer fact of getting there was very, very important. And indeed, the referee did see that pull back on Ilan Fandi. Chowdhury has plenty to say about it, of course. Singapore will have the free kick. Good defending from Kazi. Swooping up from Shakil Topu. He's another young player, just 19, Shakil. Here's for the Bangladesh champions, Mohammedan, through the current season. Bashundura top of the standings this year, but Mohammedan needed Bashundura dominance in the Bangladeshi league. Offside against Nathan Mao. Runner. Again, just trying to dictate things from a very deep position. So a little bit frustrated that Zion went backwards rather than forward. Shakil has got Kazi. Finnish youth international. And there's the Chowdhury. Minutes to play at the National Stadium. It's been a tight group. There haven't been that many goals of that 7-goal extravaganza between Hong Kong and Bangladesh. Changes now coming for Bangladesh. Vishwanath Ghosh coming on for Mosley. Merajul Islam. On for Fahamadul Islam. Just a third cap for another 19-year-old Merajul. This for Dhaka Amahani. Ilan Fandi for 2-0. Flag is up. And just when you'd like VAR, it's not there, of course. It did look like he was offside. He just drifted into a position behind a good line that was being held by Tariq. Yes, he's well offside. Nice line between Tariq and Shakil Topu. Nice finish, confident finish. The player who's played in the AFC Champions League elite and might hope to be part of the Buram squad that goes to Jeddah for the quarterfinals, the semi-finals and final at the end of April. Ilan. There's plenty of physicality go. There is Ilan again, sorts his legs out. Ryan Stewart looks for Ilan Fandi. And Ilan just on his heels as the pass came through. Doesn't have the explosive speed of his brother Iksam. It's not the worst pass, he's just stopped running. And has to try to accelerate Ilan. Rana. Enjoyable game. In terms of the group, meaningless. In terms of lessons for Gavin Lee, very, very important. In terms of development for Javier Cabrera, useful. Oh, he's got away with one there. Nathan Mao nearly gifted a goal on his international debut. It's Omana playing with fire. Well, Hamza wants the corner kick. I don't think he's going to get one, but that was a decent break on the right-hand side. Cross when it comes in from the fullback Sarvuni. And the second ball played back in by Vishwanath. Really to go to. This game is no way over. Mana, spectacular. Hamza, just enough to get ahead of Shah. Strong challenge comes in from Harris. Individual did well to smuggle it out wide. And the cross comes shot. Hangs over the top. Minajul Islam's first involvement. Less interest than it seemed at first from Minajul. Singapore will have a second to put this game to bed. It's the free kick. 15 minutes to play. This one does a lovely ball towards Nathan Mao. Nathan does well to keep it in play. Is there an end result? Nathan, a little too much on that, but it might still bring to Harris. Ryan Stewart. Got a little bit of a break. And he ran away from him. Rana again. Nice ball from Rana. And Sharia. That's Bishwanath, isn't it? Rana slows things down to Sardoudi. Malaysia pulled a goal back against Vietnam. It's 3-1 there. Vietnam 3, Malaysia 1. Malaysia, of course, losing the points from their previous victory against Vietnam and the one against Nepal due to the Heritage 7 scenario. Good job. It's a little bit of skullduggery over on the far side there by Ryan Stewart. Sharia Emon just blocked off. India lead Hong Kong by a goal to nil early in their contest in this same group. Now they can progress. Singapore's victory over Hong Kong, in Hong Kong, that famous comeback. 1-0 down to make it 2-1. Fandy's famous left footer. Rana. Hamza did superbly to keep them alive. Here's Hamza Chowdhury once again. He's had a very good game. You can see it's the obvious lead. It's a decent ball off the post. And then the second shot from Sardoudi. I think it's Minajal Islam who gets in here. Comes across in front of Safwan. Yeah, head on hands from Minajal. And then Sardoudi. Well, there is the danger signs for Singapore. This game, anything but over. And Bangladesh do have a habit of scoring late goals. They have in this group. They've had more shots than Singapore, mainly off target. And referee Abraham is going to have a word with Iswan, I think, just to make sure he doesn't delay the game too much. Players, meantime, will take on some much-needed liquid. And the noise you can hear is from the Bangladesh fans. A team trail, but they've done enough to offer some encouragement. Still that one goal from Harris separates us as we come into the final 10. And the final changes. So Rana is off. Mir is on. Also on is Saeed Kamani. Saeed Kazim Shah, as they call him, for his sixth match. Mir from the Mohammedan club is on as a alternate defender. So that's all 5 substitutions used now. There's more energy. This is Minajal. Just hit the post. Singapore sitting off him just a little bit until Shah gets a big throw in. And they're feeding up the energy of the crowd. And that will Killing at left back. In place of Zaya. And the long throw to come in from Vishwanath. Long and flat. Delivered to the far post, and Singapore smuggle it clear. Eventually through that. Ramat. Now at the moment there's only one team going to score, and that's the team in white, Bangladesh. Singapore needs to get hold of the ball somehow. Vishwanath once again down the line. Safwan, a little shove in the back, that's going to be a free kick. Safwan on Minajul. Look at Hamza Chowdhury, he's the leader of this Bangladesh pack. This is the scramble from the earlier long throw. Just enough from Jake Mara. From Fandy's physicality being missed by Singapore as they try to defend this one-goal lead. Romania to curl this one in. And again, anywhere will do from Harris. Singapore hanging on in these last 10 minutes. But successfully so thus far. Kazi. That's going to be another corner of Shah Shakira. Once again, it's Vishwanath down the right-hand side who's causing a problem. Vishwanath down the left, Vishwanath down the right. Energy galore in the changes introduced by Javier Cabrera. Saad joins Hamza Chowdhury. And Tariq Hazi as attacking players. It's going to be curled in by Said Chung. It's the fourth corner for Bangladesh. Kicks to the edge of the penalty area. Ramat spins it out wide once again. This one comes and claims and holds on under pressure from his own player, Jacob Marner. That's excellent goalkeeping for Iswan Mahmood. It's a teasing ball in by Shami Chuma. It hasn't quite been the presence he'd like to be, the Canadian born midfielder. But Bangladesh certainly given Singapore a real tough time in this second half. Harris. On to Harris. Oh, right then, Ryan Stewart is your goal. Ryan Stewart took his eye off the ball and then he'll be offside. I don't think he was offside first time, it was on the second time. Well, there could have been real celebrations in the Stewart household tonight. That's where he was offside, and then he wants the foul. But it was the first ball played into him. He broke the offside trap. Kevin Lee trying to get some defensive players on. Bangladesh keep on coming. Ramamia. Into the penalty area. Marler coming back to his keeper. This one needs as much time as he possibly can. Stewart. Salah. Islam, look at the pressure, the energy levels that we're seeing from Bangladesh. They are the fitter team at the moment. And they're pressing. Changes for Singapore. Abel Adli plays his football with Negri Sembilan in Malaysia. He is one of the changes. Getting off. Ever reliable, independent champion. Adli will just drop into that left back position. Versatile defender, not be a central defender, but can play either full back position. Safwan needs to be secure here. Safwan is very secure there. He's had a strong game, Safwan Baroudin. Throw to come in from Vishwanath. Just little problems they caused last time. Amro Adli's extra physicality helped Singapore defend this one just a little bit better. We still lead by a goal to nil, Singapore. Safwan's header. And Stewart's clearance. Once again, Bangladesh will feel that their performance deserves a better result than they have at the moment. Nathan, it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a yellow card as well for Saududin. He was very, very fortunate to pick up a yellow card in the first half. The voices are Singaporean voices. Safwan just being to it by Sharia. He's working terrifically hard. The work rate on Bangladesh really is something to admire. Two balls on the pitch is the reason for the delay. 4 minutes for Bangladesh to try to eke out an equaliser, or Singapore to hold on to what they've got. Amro beaten in the air. There is Amro Adli. Spectacular effort. Third time Amro is there, and Nathan Mao can only help it on. Alamir on to Tariq Kazi. Udin. Nathan Mao, can he run into a bit of space? The answer is no. He slides into a challenge, Nathan Mao. Throw a muggle to Bangladesh. They'll believe that they can create one more chance. And Nathan has to be careful. Not a bit like that. Jigmala's header, head of Chowdhury. Possible long-range effort, I think there. Vishwanath helps it in. Stewart does just enough. It's going to break the other way to Sharia. And Sharia tries to get the shot away. And eventually the shot does come in, but it's tame, and the easy thought is on Mahmoud. And Vijay Islam it is, who just tries to direct this towards goal. No pace on it. Kazi with good strength to hold off Illa. And to hoik it forward. Sharia, nicely done. Hamza Chowdhury almost playing like a centre forward. Unlikely in. Midway through the time added on. Hamza the target. And Hamza gets there. Jake Parler gets in a clearance that's picked up at the second time by Islam, who's urging his team to go forward. Has to be careful of the 8-second law against goalkeepers. Just releases it. Hamill looks for Nathan now. Foul in the back by Shah Shahida. In terms of energy and fitness, this will be a lesson for Gavin Lee. He needs to get his team stronger and fitter, because Bangladesh have certainly had the edge in the final 20 minutes. Safwan is there once again, out of the match contender. And he's, that's a brutal challenge. That will be another yellow card. This time it's for Ghazi. Welcome to international football, Nathan. He launched this challenge from somewhere near Helsinki. He was not letting Nathan Mao get through there. Tariq Ghazi. Just by Singapore a bit of time, but they've not been able to hold on to the ball in this last 20 minutes. Even that one just goes straight out of play. Well, these and the two ASEAN competitions and any other friendlies that Gavin Lee has a chance to put his team together will be important, but Singapore have won this one. They've topped their group. Gavin Lee, on his first full match as full coach, gets the victory. But my word, they had to work very hard against the determined Bangladesh. Harry Stewart with the winning goal in the 31st minute. That was enough. But Singapore had to work incredibly hard, and they survived a good penalty shout and a shot against the post by Mirajul Islam, but survive they did. And the Lions will go on to Saudi Arabia in January and February of 27, having posted an unbeaten record and back-to-back wins here at the National Stadium. The victory over Hong Kong was the big one. The Bangladesh fans can be proud of their team's effort. Singapore it is who got the result. And in many ways, that's a good sign that Gavin Lee has got his team eking out wins. As for the record breaker, Haris Harran, 147 international caps for him, and it's a winning 147th cap. It's finished Singapore 1, Bangladesh 0.
Alrighty, Singapore, you know what's coming, and you know